Hey friends, welcome back to the farm. I am standing here because it's not really a lot of sun, but the rays beaming down are just beautiful across this field. And it's kind of cloudy, so I don't even know if you can see it. But I thought that this morning we would let the ducks out. Let's see how they like their adventure into larger areas. And we'll just hope that they come back at night, and I'm pretty sure they will. So here is our sun. I don't know if you can see it at all because it is pretty cloudy, but I love the clouds. I'm sure you know by now from pictures on my Facebook page that I just love taking pictures of the sky. Alright, let's go see what these duckies are doing. So I knew when I put them in this pen that I am giving them some water just in case they want to hang out here. That's attached to these larger panels that they can walk through, that they would go and eat right away. And that's what they did. So once they've done that, I'm going to put food on the other side and see if they venture out. Come on, ducky. Now in this area, right now, the goats, sheep aren't there. But in years past, the goats, they scarf up the food, and you know Jackie's not going to take that in this pen because she runs this pen. So we'll see if we can get these girls to move on, or if they're just going to hang out here. And they also like to drink a lot of water, so I figured I'd fill up their little swimming can for water. I know, and these ones are like, wow. Good morning. They almost all stood still. Alright, duckies. They're just steady eating, and I normally put their food right next to the water, making it very easy for them. And now they begin their adventure. Once they go in the pond, I wonder, like, stuff in the ponds, because we have 2 ponds here. Like, you wonder what else they meet. Snapping turtles, pecking, you know, grabbing their... So I wonder what else do they meet. Snakes, turtles, frogs. I'm sure it's an adventure. I wonder if I should just close off this pen and, like, herd them into the other way. Come on. Let's go swim. We want to see it. Wait a minute. Maybe they don't realize that they could fit through there. Alright. Well, I think they're just going to hang out here today, and we will come back and check on them. I put the food on the other side. So if nothing more, later we'll come and we'll walk them to the pond and see what they do. Alright friends, I gotta get Kyle off to school. Well, ready for school in fact. See you in a little bit. So the ducks have finally figured out that they can go into here. And that's like as far as they have went. So they've been out here for like 5 hours. And they finally figured out how to go through the fence. And I don't know, maybe I'm not going to walk them to the pond today, because I'm sure they're still going to want to get gathered up like I usually do, and I don't feel like getting wet later on. I don't know, I'll walk along here and see if they follow me. Come on, duckies. Hey, duckies. They certainly do make a mess. Look at all the poop. Pooping everywhere. And they're dirty water, like that was fresh water earlier today. And that is their pee-pee mess. Come on, duckies. Come on. They're like, forget you, Nancy. Come on. Come here. Is that a duck call? Alright, I should have brought food. Well, I think we'll let them just hang out. They have a large area to hang out in, and maybe we'll try this again tomorrow. This is the back of the greenhouse that's by the stand. For the birthday party and for things that we do over the summer, we put corn back in the table. So the kids, they were toddlers, like mostly 3 years old. So they had a good time playing in the corn. And then we had dirt here that was like right there. It was a good spot for them because, like I said, they were so small. So they just bent over, they filled up pots, and they planted flowers in small pots. So that was the choice of flowers. And they could choose any flower that they wanted. And while Anita did that with half of them, I talked to the other half about farming and what we do here, and they seem to really enjoy it. My walk over to the greenhouse is through, I showed you the back of the strawberries and the lima beans, but check these out. Don't know if you ever saw little baby plums. This is Italian plum tree. So pretty cool if you've never seen this. They are on their way. They're kind of a weird shaped plum. But just wanted to show you guys that as I'm on my way to. So here I am in the back portion of the tomato field. I came here because I'm in the sun, but I might get a little shade in a little bit, and soon I gotta leave to go get Kyle from school. So I was kind of debating, should I even drive out there, but I did. I'm here. I'm going to pull these out, and these again are the ones Anita and Jess planted, and then Jess and I planted yesterday that are just got too big with the weather, the rain. They're not going to go through our planter, so we're doing them by hand. And Jess made a bunch of holes yesterday, so that was pretty cool because I dropped them in pretty deep. Because when I come along tying, I don't want to be picking them up off the ground. So the worst part of doing this is, I would say, and I have to tell you that, you know, Anita hurt her leg, and thank you for all the well wishes for her. So she's inside, but Jess could not open her eyes this morning, so we're hoping it's allergies. And she just sent me a picture and said, it looks better. And I'm like, well, if you think so, because her eyes were like all swelled up. So I'm out here. Steve, you know, took off of his job. He has a few vacation days he's using, and he went to go get Tori today. So if anything has to happen, people are sick, injured, this is the time of year because we're just getting started. And come the season where we're at markets, I don't know what, like, it would work out, but it's a tough time to be sick. But this is the thing that makes me sad, is I hooked up this trailer. I watered everything in really well. All the tomatoes are like saturated really well. But hooking the trailer up to the truck is, to me, like, it's you know, I'm getting older and it's a little tough. I could do it. Like, I backed up and I had like 2 feet, then you pull it up and you got to work the pin in. And all I could think of was, I think my girlfriends my age, I don't even think they cut their own grass. And here I am, like, hauling a trailer around by hand. They do some yard work, but I think they would laugh their butts off if they saw what Anita and I do here. I mean, they know that we do crazy things, but it made me laugh and gave me the strength to pull it along. So I'm going to get pulling these out of the packs. I'm going to get some planted, then I'm going to go grab Kyle from school. So far, she's having a good day. She wants to go sit with Anita, so that's going to help me out. And if Anita needs anything while she's there, it'll help Anita out too. Only if she had a good day, because we can't reward bad behavior. So I'm sure that she'll be able to spend some time up there, and she'll be happy, and we'll get more work done that way too. My mom just checked on Anita. She was up there for a while, so I didn't even check on Anita yet, but I know she's good. I will do that later. So let me get to planting some tomatoes, friends. Well, friends, I know several of you had commented on the video with Anita and Jess planting that you wanted to see the field when it's done. Right now the tomatoes are very small, like you really can't see much. And if you look at this, though, in weeks to come, these tomatoes will be huge. So I had some help out here. Steve put the markings of the holes for me. I guess he did that this morning. I'm guessing Steve. That's the only guess I'm making, because he was out here. And then he probably ran out of time because he had to go get Tori, but he left the marking there. And it's also so we know, are we planting 3 rows, 4 rows, leaving a row to drive your vehicle on. That way, if you have to do anything with your plants, spray. And yes, I know you're saying, spray, why do you spray your plants? Well, we may not have to spray, but if we do, we have a row that we will drive down because they all look the same, but this will be your row. And what we use is organic, safe sprays, and yes, organic farmer spray as well. So what we tell people is, and it's always the question, do you eat organic? What do you do? What kind of farm do you have? You know what? You saw us. So it's always the question, do you eat organic? Are you an organic farm? You know what? You saw us start the seed in the greenhouse. This is the farm that my grandparents planted on. My parents worked here. Anita and I, our siblings work here, our cousins. This is a family farm. I'm eating these tomatoes. Anita's family's eating these tomatoes. And we're not going to do anything that is dangerous. So talk to your farmer. That's another thing. When you hear about farmers markets, you go to farmers markets. When you go to one of our markets, there is someone there to talk to you that works in the field. Like we are out here. I'm holding these tomatoes. These are celebrity tomatoes. And Anita is very knowledgeable. Steve and Mike work other jobs, but guess what? They come to the markets too if needed, and they work the fields, and they understand. So I know a lot of you don't live in this area. Ask questions if you're concerned. But like I said, we eat this stuff. It's there's no labs going on here where we're growing crazy things and just trying to make tons of money, because the whole process is the same as it's been for years. I mean, yeah, some things have changed, but not here. Like, we don't spray stuff that's going to kill you. We're not doing things that, oh, we need to make more money, so we're going to do this. And no, we're not. This is the same way that things have been done for years, and we shouldn't be doing these by hand, but it's what we have to do, so it's what we're going to do. And look how nice these look. Celebrity tomatoes, one of my favorites. Nice size for just slicing, putting on burgers or bread. So I'm going to drop some more of these into this hole, and I guess I should have used the GoPro, but I'll show you what I do. This is what we do. Because they're so big, I'm just dropping, filling it up, and you can pop that tomato plant up, but it's going to go to the sun. The sun's going to pop it up. Get to the next hole. Get to the next hole and do the same. Drop it down, cover it up. Drop it down, cover it up. So with our feet, we are doing what the planter usually does. And so with our feet, we're doing what the planter usually does, and hands. So look at that plant. That's like ready to go, you know. We're going to be go through, cultivate them. We'll be getting them all cleaned up, and before you know it, this field will be stake and tied, and it's going to go a long ways the other way too, because here at the farm we grow thousands of tomatoes. So here at the farm we grow thousands of tomatoes. Last time we counted, we had like over 7,000, and that's a lot of tomato plants. Well, I'm going to come back out here shortly. I'm going to grab Kyle from school and get back to planting our tomatoes. I think I'm going to unhook this, because guess what? A lighter trailer is much easier than a trailer full of tomato plants. Well, here it is. My wagon is empty and our tomatoes are planted. You can see 1, 2, 3 rows of tomatoes, and then a row which will be for driving. And another awesome thing about a driving row is less walking when you're picking. So if you're picking 3 rows, you can do the 2 rows, throw your tomatoes. Don't throw your tomatoes, but you'll have them in bushels. Throw your bushels, you can just get them over to the other side. Not as much walking, so that's a big help too, to have those rows, because these are long rows that we have here. So I am going to load up our next planting to get them outside. They'll be outside overnight, and Jess and I and Steve will be around tomorrow too. So smaller varieties, so we can hook up the planter. And where I ended, all the way up there, we will actually just back the planter right up to that area and start with the next planting. So this is it. So far, our tomato field. We still have lots more to go, and we still have just seeds that are just started because we'll be picking tomatoes into the fall. And we'll be selling tomatoes into the fall too. So thanks for watching, friends, and we'll see you next time here at the farm. Bye, friends.